Welcome to Screen Fiend, as this is the Wonder movie review. Now, Wonder is the New York Times best-selling book about a kid with craniofacial disease and how his life was as he went to public school for the first time, and how it affected everyone's lives around him. The book just didn't center just around the person; it more reflective of the entire family and how this family had to cope with it. And this comes off more like a Marley and Me film, and it's very similar. Just it could have been a sequel to Marley and Me. You have a dog in it, dog gets sick and die. Spoiler alert. And Owen Wilson is in it. And if you need cool dad, there's no better family dad than Owen Wilson. He's funny, he gets serious, he has a lot of heart, but he's cool dad, and sometimes you need cool dad. So it's all right, when you see these type of films and you see that people are making adjustments to be different from who their characters are portrayed to be, as far as you know who they really are truly in life. You start to see a little bit of difference between the two, and we started to gravitate more and more to the character of the star, which is played by Jacob Tremblay, who's incredible in this film. And his little quirks, everything that he does, the frustration because he wants to be accepted so badly, but yet people treat him as if, they're fifth graders. They don't understand. They've never been in a situation like this. Even though they've tried to be prepared for it, a lot of them just weren't because they go with the flow of the majority of the people in the school. So if the majority of the people in the school are in fear, then naturally these kids will be in fear. And they can battle that fear or have to challenge it just to be someone's friend. Um, I thought they did a great job capitalizing that. And then you see the reflection of a lot of the kids were kind of reflective of their parents. When you see a child, the child is normally a reflection of the household, the parents at home, and how they raise their children. Now, when you see these parents, the majority of them are just totally different. Like they never, ever, ever, and I mean ever, come off in such a way. And when I mean such a way, I mean they never come off as more true and realistic in this film as when you think some kid, we've all had the kid that was extra in school because they weren't happy at home. So they're trying to pick on other kids at school. Then you have a situation where you meet those parents of that kid and you see who the real bad people are. And that they did a good job in reflecting on that notion as well. Then you had the daughter, the older daughter, who didn't have anything really wrong with her physically. And this is her younger brother, and all the attention had to go to him. And Julia Roberts, who was a mother of three, had to really navigate, this role as the mom, as she had to really balance, you know, between the two. And the grandmother who passed away was the daughter's best friend because she knew how important it was for her not to lose her granddaughter in this situation where her mom had to shift the focus more to the son. But so when the grandmother passed, the daughter really didn't have another outlet except for her friend who was going through her own family struggles. And the book and the movie really gelled well together as far as blending these stories all together into one. as the daughter's going through things, and just be like, I wish once, my parents would just give me a hug, or, you know, just, one day, just let something be about me, just one day, because, she feels lonely too at times. She has bad days too. And even though she's older, and he's like, well, you can be stronger, you don't have to go through what your brother's going through. It's still a hard adjustment. So it's a great family film, and it's been rare that we've seen real family films. Mostly they just superhero films, and this is actually a family film about with a lot of heart. So it's actually incredible. You should check it out. Definitely give it 4 stars out of 4 for Wonder.